Hello people, this is KES. I'm back here. My friend Phorus is with me, but before I summon him to my game, there's something I have to show you. It's called the Drangleic armor set, and Phorus knows all about it, right?
Oh yeah, I know it. It's the earliest shield one of the earliest shields in the game that have 100% physical damage reduction, and you don't have to pay for it, which is a
Exactly.
bonus.
You can just find it, you can jump down after the pursuer. Take a little leap of faith. Small one, that is. And back here, we will find the, come on, Drangleic armor set and the weapon.
Yeah, and the shield is pretty heavy at 6.0 weight, but it's well worth it unless you want to get the Royal Kite Shield or the Silver Eagle Kite Shield as a replacement before you can get your equip burden, because the equip burden changes in this game. In the previous Souls series, if your equip burden was over 50%, you would go from a medium roll to what we call a fat roll. A fat roll basically is you roll very, very slow in your armor. You're basically too heavy. In this game, they changed it to 70%. So if you go 70.1% equip burden, you will walk slower, run slower, roll slower. It's just not good. Make sure that you keep 70% or lower. That's very important.
So from this point I'll have to use a homeward bone or either jump down and do some running around. I'm just gonna use a homeward bone. Well, actually I'm not gonna use the homeward bone. I'm gonna use the aged feather, which you get from the Emerald Herald. You can kill her and get it, but I suggest you don't. Otherwise you won't have any ways to level up. Or you can just wait on, later on in the game she will give it to you. I have this because this is New Game Plus. You won't have access to it in the first playthrough. So you'll have to use the homeward bone.
Yeah. It does the same thing. The only difference is the Aged Feather is like a homeward bone that doesn't run out. It's basically an infinite.
Exactly. It's quite useful. Don't you think?
Very useful. The other games didn't have that. You can only have homeward bones. There was nothing that you could use that would be an infinite use. So it's really good that they put that in the game. Because homeward bones aren't cheap. I think the cheapest you can buy a homeward bone from a merchant is about 600 souls each.
Yes, but you can buy them quite early in the game. You can buy them in Majula. So I'm waiting for my friend Phorus to drop his sign down again.
Okay, I'll put it on the step before the bonfire. Lost Bastille. Do you know where the rock is? Where?
I don't believe I have the access to it yet.
Lost Bastille. It's where the pursuer boss is. Go up the stairs, just where the tree is, and enter the crow's nest.
Right.
And you'll be able to teleport.
We have the shortcut open. It's a good thing we opened the shortcut because I had a homeward bone down back to my bonfire. There was a. Oh, there's an enemy here. There's two here.
Guess I should just keep my sign there because of the name engraved ring. If anybody else who's playing right now who's picked the same god and has the ring equipped and who's within level range and is on second playthrough, they won't see my sign. So exactly. I'm pretty confident that I can just leave it there and no one will summon me. So as soon as Kevin gets to this area, he probably will see my sign pretty easy.
Probably. Yeah, that dude's still.
Another important thing I want to point out to people is if you're the kind of player that wants to get as many souls as they can very quickly, you will have to kill NPCs to do it. If you kill the NPC in Cardinal Tower's bonfire, Malinchia, she will drop a covetous silver serpent ring +1, which will give you about, I think it's something like 15% more souls per kill. Then if you combine that ring with the armor that Morglin the Armourer wears, if you kill him,
Well, then I just derp up. I ran to the wrong one.
Every single piece of his armor improves how many souls you acquire. So if you want to get the most souls you can early on, that's the best way to do it.
Yep.
But the flip side is, if you kill an NPC, and let's say you kill Morglin the Armourer, if you go where he is after you kill him, there'll be a gravestone. If you click on the gravestone, you can pay, I believe, 3,500 souls to bring him back from the dead. But he won't be in physical form, he'll be like a ghost.
I thought the shortcut was at the bonfire. You go down the stairs, right?
Which bonfire? Cardinal Tower?
Yeah.
Yeah, go down the stairs, down the ladder. Then you go through that gate that we opened.
It's to the right.
Yeah. Go straight past where the crystal lizard was. And then you go to the right. Through that door where you use the soldier key to go to the pursuer. And then you've got to go up that area and then past the pursuer boss area. Turn right up the stairs, and then there should be a crow's nest that will transport you to Lost Bastille, which is where I'm waiting.
Well, that almost killed me.
The other thing I should point out is, in this game, you can have 4 ring slots and 3 slots per hand. So left hand, right hand, you got 3 slots. Now, in the previous games, there was only 2 slots for your weapons, left hand and right hand, and 2 ring slots. Now you get 4. So the advantage of that is, because there's more rings in the game, it's more difficult to make a decision of which ring you should be using at any given time. It just depends on the situation to what ring you should equip. But Chloranthy ring is very useful because of the regeneration for your stamina. Because if you keep running around in a circle and drain your entire stamina bar, if you let it drain completely, you won't be able to do any roll action, or you won't be able to start running again until your stamina bar is fully regenerated.
It's also good to note that you should keep your equip load below 70%.
Yeah.
And why is that for us?
Because if it's more than that, you'll get fat roll. And if you've got fat roll, then you're going to have problems. Yeah, you're going to have problems. Because unlike the previous games, when you roll, you've got no invincibility. There's no iframe. So, in the past, you used to be able to abuse the rolls to get through certain attacks. You can't do it now, you get hit. So you have to make sure that stamina management and 70% equip burden and all these different things you have to be aware of if you want the best chance of being able to endure all the torment and the terror that this game has to offer. But going back to the stamina thing, if you drain your stamina but you let go of the stamina just before it runs out, the stamina bar will regenerate quicker. And if it regenerates quicker, you can still go back to your normal basic actions, blocking, rolling, attacking, all consume stamina. So does spellcasting now. Before you could launch spells all day and it wouldn't do anything to stamina. Now it drains your stamina as well, so you have to keep that in mind.
Now we're just waiting for Phorus to join the game, and then we'll move on.
It says I'm being summoned, so I should be in very shortly. There we go, I'm back. It's also worth noting that I'm in the Sunbro Covenant. That's why every time Kevin summons me, I get the Praise the Sun gesture.
Yes, and you don't get the Praise the Sun gesture unless you've joined the Sun Covenant.
Yeah, Sunbros.
Exactly. Right now, Phorus is the Phantom, so he's gold. I'm in the same Covenant, so I should be gold if he were to summon me as well.
Yeah, and the other thing I think people should be aware of is, when you join the Sunbro Covenant, if you actually get Sunlight medals for helping people, if you get, I think it's 20 or 30, you'll get Sunlight Spear, which is the best in the game. That's the one that I used on the very first boss of this playthrough, the last giant. But you only get so many casts of it, but if you improve your attunement, you can get more casts. But right now my attunement is 43, and I only have 4 shots of Sunlight Spear, so you have to make sure you lock on, because you don't want to waste them.
Exactly. I have 32 attunement, and I have the same amount of Sunlight Spears.
Yeah, I think they've really limited to what you get from those.
Yes,
But
they
there's
are
a lot
very limited, but they're very powerful.
Yeah. There's also a really good trick here. If Kevin knocks the barrel, if he runs into that barrel and then runs back, the enemies below him will get... Well, that was a fail.
Well,
But
they got
still,
hit.
Yeah, they still got damaged. If that was the first playthrough, the enemies would have died straight away. So if you would have got an invader, and he was down there, you could use that to your advantage. Guess we should drop down, there's another... Yeah. Sweet. Okay, this guy's... He's in the doorway. Yeah, how much does my weapon do? 448.
Well.
Yeah, there's another one. Then there's the chest with the antiquated key and the silver serpent ring. But the one you get from the Lynch is the +1 version. It's a little bit heavier, but it will give you more souls than the one that you'll find in this chest.
Open up. And we also got a key.
Yeah. Antiquated key.
Exactly.
Make sure you don't roll off that edge.
That's a fall to your death.
Yeah. There's a lot of troll moments in this game where they'll try and kill you, the developers.
Well, the game was made to kill you, right?
No, if you recall on Dark Souls on the back of the cover it said prepare to die.
Exactly.
So if you do die in this game, don't get annoyed, don't get cheesed off by it, you will die. Even people who play this game hundreds of hours will still die, so it's no big issue.
Now here's one of the NPCs. Why is she important for us?
This NPC, if you're going for a platinum trophy for the game, or you just like the look of her armor, if you talk to her in various locations, this is the first one, make sure that you exhaust her entire dialogue so she keeps repeating herself. And you can actually summon her for certain boss fights to make it easier. You can't find people to summon, you can just summon the NPC and use them as bait. If she survives 3 bosses in any playthrough, if let's say you do first playthrough, you do 2 bosses and she survives, those 2 bosses will carry on to the next playthrough that you do. Once you do 3, you can actually talk to her and she'll give you her entire armor set, and she'll also give you her weapon, and you'll get a silver trophy to boot.
Very nice.
But the problem is, if you're playing co-op, take the name engrave ring off. If you don't take it off, you will not find their signs.
Exactly.
Even the NPCs.
It's a good idea. I should remove it and put a life ring on again.
Yeah. I've seen people die from this, going up this little ledgeway.
Well, we're not that derp, are we?
No. just be patient, nice and slow.
Take your time, that's all that's to it.
Because the reward is very useful for a first playthrough, because at this point in the game, if you get these large Titanite shards, and you killed the crystal lizard before, plus you got the Titanite shard that was from, I believe, Morglin the Armorer's chest in that building. At this point in the game, you can easily have a +5 weapon. That's almost half upgraded.
Yep.
Well, it is half upgrade, isn't it? Plus 10's the max.
Well, if you include the
Infusion.
infusion, then it's
Yeah.
almost halfway.
Very useful, because the more damage you do, the better. Yeah, good shit.
I believe there was a blacksmith around here, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's why I'm going to do this way first to show the shortcut. But make sure you look out for these dogs. Should be one on this corner as well. There's an item. Another important thing to note is a lot of time in this game, if you see an enemy on the floor, hit him first because he will stand up and he will start attacking you. Nicely done. Live gem, thank you. So if
Now,
you push the...
It's very important that you kill the enemy before the the barrel rolls or explodes, whatever. If it explodes up here, you gotta do you'll have to do it again.
Yeah, so just push it all the way down. Now it's rested against the wall. If you've got a firebomb or any kind of flame on your weapon, if you picked up the fire longsword that we mentioned in the other video, you can use that to blow through the wall, and there's a bonfire on the opposite end, plus the blacksmith. So it's very useful that you know about that.
Exactly. I'm gonna light the bonfire.
Yeah.
I believe there's also a couple of chests in here.
4 chests. Unfortunately, I don't think I can open any of them for you. No. But I think it's important to note that when you come here with the blacksmith, he'll always say the same thing to you. He wants this ember. You won't be able to get that until much later in the game before you can use his services that he'll give you. But if you want to infuse a weapon or an item or a piece of armor, I don't even think you can do armor. I think it's just weapons and shields and chimes and catalysts.
Yep.
But he's the only blacksmith I know that infuses stuff. But you'll need the appropriate stone to do it, like bolt stone, magic stone, raw stone, blue stone, that kind of thing. So if we go up here. Now I remember when I first played the game, some troll, I summoned some kind of troll, and he told me if I go off this edge, there's like a treasure or something. I thought you could like drop down to that platform. Don't, it's instant death. That's another thing to look out for. If you're the kind of person who's going to read messages on the floor,
don't trust them blindly.
Yeah. Some messages are put there by players to get you killed.
Exactly.
So
it's not just the game that's a troll, or the developers. People that play the game are just as big trolls.
Yeah, and occasionally if you do get invaded and the invader is not red but white, he's got a white ring on, still attack him. He's trying to fool you thinking that he's going to help you when in fact he's just going to wait until he's behind you, backstab and kill you.
Now there's a bunch of enemies coming up right now, so I'm just going to wait here for Phorus to come back.
Yeah, I'll just aggro one. Damn, that killed him.
Very nice. Is the rest coming or what? Yep,
yeah,
they
they're
are.
all coming. Binoculars are very handy for this situation, because you can just get one of their attention, they all come, and then you can just use projectiles.
I thought there were more than 3.
Yeah, there's a few down here, but they're not aggroed. Okay, now he is. Kill him. And kill him. Sweet.
Nice shot.
Yeah, I was locked on. Couldn't miss. 2 guys in here though. Careful not to hit the barrel because it will explode. Because you've got fire on that, haven't you? Ready? Backstab.
1400?
Yeah. But I think your first hit counted as well. Normally I think a backstab with this weapon will do about maybe just over 1,000. Kill him.
What, he's still alive?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a lot of HP.
There was something in one of these corridors, wasn't there?
Yeah, I can't remember which one it is. This one. This one
There
could
you
be
go.
an item.
There's
Yeah.
also the NPC in here. As you can see, I removed the name engraved ring. This is a good example, by the way. If I equip it again, if I can find it in my inventory. There it is. And it's gone.
Yeah. So if you're summoning NPCs, make sure you take that ring off.
As I removed the ring, the NPC removed. And here we got the pilgrim.
Yeah. Extra bait.
Yeah, it's not like they're very useful when it comes down to damage dealing, but they are good bait for the for the boss.
But before we do that, we might as well show this little trick. You come down here. There's an enemy plus an item. $10.79.
Also a big door here, but I don't think it opens.
Now this is another troll moment from the game. Whatever you do not open this door because you'll just fall straight to your death.
Yep.
So don't do that because I've died from that a few
Wasn't there
times.
something up top here?
Yeah, there might have been. Let's have a look. Oh, this is just where we came from.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dead dude. Never mind.
What weapon's that pilgrim got? Looks like some kind of...
Oh, he's a mage, I think.
Yeah, it must be a
It's a
staff.
staff.
We'll take it.
Yeah, good bait.
The other thing that is important with this is every additional player in the game will improve how much health the boss has.
Yep.
And you can only have 3 people in maximum. Well, 4 if you count an invader.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Remember, he's on the left. Doing the drop. How much does sunlight do? Ooh, that's a big jump. Yeah, it pays
knocked
that
me off.
range.
If you get knocked off and you're in co-op, stay under here.
Yeah. Killed the first dude.
No, the second.
Yeah, the second should be coming up here, yeah.
Ow.
You want it to come down and assist? I'll drop down. I'm getting any more sunlight spear though, so I'm going to have to use great. It does 600 damage.
Don't worry.
Easy does it. Whoa! Well, that did big damage.
Oh yeah.
That mage is surprisingly helpful. Because that mage was doing a lot of damage with that magic.
There we go.
There we go. Easy does it.
That's all 3 of them. Now we're gonna
Maybe
kick
you
Phorus
should,
out again.
Maybe you should mention like the hidden doors if you press X against the wall there.
Yeah, I believe there's a couple of them.
Yeah, there's loads. And you can get a hush sorcery as well.
I think there's 3 or 4.
Which is pretty useful. If you go in for a platinum run, you need to find all the magic spells.
Exactly. So here we go, chest number 1.
Yeah, I don't think any's trapped.
No, don't believe so. I thought I opened all of them here. Don't think this was the...
Remember, there's one where you have to climb up a ladder. That's the one with the hush miracle in it.
Yeah, there's one where you have to climb up a ladder. I believe you could jump this. Or not.
The other thing I want to mention is, if you want to level your character, you must go to the Emerald Herald in Medulla. You cannot level any other way.
Nope. That's why it's good not to kill her.
And the other thing is, if you get a Sublime Bone Dust, which we'll be getting in the next video, you can only burn that in the bonfire in Medulla. If you try to burn it anywhere else, it will not work.
I thought there was more than one. I only got the chest.
Not sure. I know there's a few secret doors there, but you have to press X instead of attacking in this game to open it.
Yeah, I know, but I've been pressing X against the wall all over.
Yeah, but
There we go.
found it.
Oh, rusted coin. That's not what I was looking for.
It's good for improved drop rate, but most of the time your drop rate will be fine just with like... I think if you're human instead of undead, your drop rate's better anyway. It was like that in Dark Souls 1 anyway. Don't know
Yeah.
if it still applies to Dark Souls 2 or not.
This one's open. Where's the other one?
'92 faith I've got.
Very nice.
Yeah. 92 faith, level 184.
There
So
we go. I was looking for this.
half my level's in faith.
Yeah, same here. I got 90 faith, I believe. Phorus was a couple of levels ahead of me. There we go. Hush. That's what I was looking for.
And that's without the ring of prayer that you can buy to give you 5 more faith.
Exactly. Well, that's it for this video. We'll continue next time. And Phorus, say
See
bye.
you later. See you later, guys.